Good morning. Just a little morning motivation for y'all. And today's episode is on embracing the struggle. You got to embrace that struggle. If you don't go through that struggle, how you going to know what good times are? You have to embrace that struggle. Make that struggle your best friend. That struggle should be with you through thick and thin. Everything in your life is defined by the struggle. If you didn't have that struggle, you would have no backstory. People with no backstory are not interesting. History does not remember people that are not interesting. You have to have that backstory. You have to have something you have to overcome. If you had nothing to overcome, why would the universe grant you any favors? The universe only rewards those who strive through adversity. If you've never been through any type of adversity, if you've never been outside, if you've never touched grass, the universe will not reward you. You'll stay in a little box, the comfort zone. You have to embrace that struggle. You have to embrace your flaws. You have to embrace every obstacle you ever been through. Every setback you ever been through was something that was pulling you forward to your future. I treat setbacks like rubber bands. They only pull me back so I can just expand farther. The harder you go back, the harder life restricts you, the harder that rubber band is going to be. And then you could just shoot out towards your dreams. A lot of y'all just be aiming too low. Stop aiming low. Y'all just be aiming at the sky. Aim at the moon. Aim at the universe. Aim at another galaxy. Because if you stop short, you'll end up somewhere at the sky. So you gotta embrace that struggle, baby. You gotta have that struggle. If you don't have that struggle, you don't have character. Every comedian, every successful actor, they have some sort of backstory. They have to have some sort of darkness, something inside of them that draws us to them. People without a backstory, people that never struggle are boring. Nobody writes about them. Nobody thinks about them. Nobody cares. Nobody cares you went to work today. Tell me how you went to work and you fought a saber-tooth tiger. Tell me you went to work and aliens tried to abduct you. Tell me something interesting. Don't just tell me the mundane, all right? Because nobody wants to hear that. We all got mundane stories. I want to hear how you struggled. I want to hear how you climbed out of hell, you pulled yourself up. I want to hear your horror stories, all right? Because that's what makes life beautiful, our horror stories. That's why we're so intrigued by them. We love them. We love Halloween. We love dressing up for Halloween. Why? Because we're attracted to the darker sides in life, the struggle. You need that struggle, all right? Just a little morning motivation for y'all. It's Cinco de Mayo. I ain't gonna hold y'all here for too long. Go get a mug and then go drink responsibly, all right? Don't drink too much. Today, my name is Don Nold Julio. Just call me Donald Julio. And this is coffee in here for now. Embrace that struggle. Everything you want is on the other side of struggling. Once you finish struggling and you feel success, it's going to feel so good because you know what it's like. You can't imagine, if you're sleeping on Egyptian thread sheets, it feels good. But if you grew up your whole life sleeping on Egyptian thread sheets, it's not going to feel as good. You had to sleep on the floor. You had to sleep on bad sheets. You had to sleep on them $10 sheets they sell on 125th Street outside or the mall. You had to be on these things. You had to struggle, all right? If you didn't feel these cheap sheets, you would never appreciate Egyptian thread, all right? Get your mug from thecorpyshow.com. Thank you for listening, liking, subscribing, commenting, just being here with my crazy self, because we all a little bit crazy, because we all struggling. So again, embrace your struggles. Don't embrace other people's struggles. Embrace your struggles, okay? So that's how you got here. Use that as your fuel. Use that. I had to struggle. I had to go through these things. I had to feel adversity. You don't feel adversity, you don't feel nothing. It has to be good. Victory only feels good if you went to practice. The championship don't feel good if you don't go to practice. You have to practice. You have to sacrifice. If you don't sacrifice, it's not going to feel good. It's just going to feel empty. Even when you cross the finish line, you're going to feel empty. The only way you're going to feel good is if you have to struggle to get there.